we live? Hello. Hello, everybody. It's Fuzzy. He lived. Didn't die in the great COVID storm of 22.
I agree with the Iron Sheep. We need to break COVID's back and make it humble.
So, funnily enough, the reason I called it COVID storm is because there was a snowstorm recently. And the snow was like up to my. I'm like 5'10, and the snow was up to my thighs.
You do live in the Great White North.
Yeah, but I live in like one of the temperate parts. I live in like the southern part of the Great North.
Still the Great White North. Also reminds me of the fact that when I was in Vancouver, I did walk around in shorts during. I don't think it was quite blizzard, but it was snowing quite hard.
Why would you do this? So yeah,
I don't think I had any long trousers.
see, that's your first mistake. When going to Canada, or actually no, when going abroad in general, always pack some long pants. You never know when you'll need them. Like even if you're going to like Tahiti or Hawaii or something, pack some winter gear.
I just don't see the point in packing my bag with stuff I didn't think I was going to use. I also didn't think it was going to snow while I was in Vancouver, despite the fact that it was like February.
But yeah, I feel like an old person to this bringing me back shoveling snow. In my defense, there's like a lot of snow.
No, I'm not like, what's the fucking word? I don't know what the word is, but I'm like not dissing you. Shoveling snow is hard.
It is, and I'm like, never get. Is that a master volume?
I don't know.
Always be more sliders.
Yeah. You are cutting in and out. You are still cutting in and out. It's more of it's like you're not cutting out entirely, but you're going between normal volume and very quiet.
You know what? Let me try something that my audio. Also, the game seems to not understand that it's supposed to stream audio. Or like my computer seems to not understand that it's stream audio to my headphones as opposed to my microphone.
With the flaw in Fable 2 is with the emulator. It is something that they are apparently working on, but I have no faith that it will happen anytime soon. That said, if I upgrade to the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Edition, I will be able to play Fable 2 through that.
There we go. It was, yeah, the. Okay, so should I turn the music volume down a little bit or what?
It's not coming through too bad right now, but I think the music is in a bit of a down bit.
No,
Just
well, let's
just
start.
just
Yeah, let's start and
just start playing.
Yeah.
If it ends up being too loud, we can turn it down again.
If it ends up being too quiet, we can adjust that as well.
Yeah.
So, am I too quiet? Can you like check the stream audio real quick?
Okay.
Just want to make sure that you can hear me properly. Okay, it should be better now. I forgot to change the microphone in OBS.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, yeah, so we are good to go. Great. Back in the saddle again and all that.
Yep.
And without further ado, let's do a new game of co-op Disco Elysium. Which, you know, two heads are better than one, but also, when we have conflicting thoughts, it will be funnier. And we're also stupid, so, you know.
So stupid and tired.
Yeah, so it's like
it's
like Mill's sleep deprived. I threw my back out shoveling snow. We're like just a pair of tired old men at this point, playing Disco Elysium. We're playing a tired old man.
The plus side is I can see because I got my new contact lenses in today.
I cannot. Okay, you know what? Let's start. Oh God. Oh, we're already in it, huh?
We have to do this.
Oh.
I feel like we should go physical.
Gets things done, but dumb as a rock, huh? No, I feel like we need to make our own.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Just to cement my stupidity, though, when I was ordering, I ordered the one because my.
What were you ordering? Sorry, you cut out there.
My contact lenses. So my eyes have different prescriptions. One is worse than the other. My right eye is worse than my left. But so I have to obviously buy different prescriptions. I got the ones for my left eye fine. Accidentally got the exact opposite prescription I need for my right eye. So instead of getting a minus 2.75 for my right eye, I got a plus 2.75.
Oh no.
So I had to quickly scramble and order in another set for my right eye that were the right prescription.
Mill, I feel like this stat distribution speaks to us both.
We are incredibly even.
Right? Like, you guys have seen our Neo playthroughs. We are stupid to the, like, we like even numbers.
Speaking of Neo, I've finally gotten stuck at a boss a bit.
Oh, which boss?
The Ogress.
I haven't played Neo in a long time. I need to, like, get... I think I'm gonna fall into the same curse as you, because I also stopped before Byakko. And then I'm like, I haven't played in a while, so I'm gonna be horribly out of practice and probably get my butt handed to me over and over again. So that'll be fun.
As the stream can attest, I beat the fucking giant toad in one try again somehow. But now I'm struggling immensely with the Ogress because she's got some kind of bullshit moves.
So, I've never seen or heard of this boss before. Is it like the other female bosses in this game where the game decides to be incredibly horny?
Yes. I'm fairly sure, yeah.
Wait, is this like the Catgirl boss? Or is the Catgirl boss later?
I think later, this is the one... This is the Edward Scissorhands boss.
Okay, so look forward to the burning, fiery Catgirl boss.
Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure this was developed by the same studio that brought us Dead or Alive, so it should really not be a surprise that this is like the horniest Souls-like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, are we just going evens?
wow, it's so close to perfection on this random. You know what? How far can we push a single stat? 6. Okay, so, So yeah, I think so. We'll have an opportunity to adjust our stats later.
Probably, yeah.
Like, this is
I'm
our
fairly sure
blind
we can.
playthrough, right? Like, this is the playthrough that
Yeah.
is truest to us. This is not gonna be some sort of optimized, super competent
We
playthrough.
we are not going to be looking up answers either.
Eventually, someone we love is going to die, and then we're going to be very sad, and then we're gonna save Scum.
We'll see how we fail.
Okay, so yeah, I think we are just so average in every single way. Like, what is even yeah, okay, so it's so we're okay, yeah, we're baseline. We're the equivalent of having 10 in all stats in D&D.
Yep.
All right, we can set a skill. Facts and logic, huh? Wow, there's like a lot of. Can we like do one of each or like?
I think we get maybe 3 per row or 3 in total. I think it might be 3 per row.
Oh, right,
Considering,
okay, because they're skill points. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, right, I get it.
I think anyway.
So, facts and logic. Encyclopedic knowledge, fascinating trivia. I feel like that one speaks to me. Rhetoric. I feel like this is going to be an important skill for, like, dialogue choices.
Very possibly.
Drama. Play the actor and lie. And also detect lies. That's interesting. Conceptualization. See art in the world. So,
Make laws of physics work for the law.
that's... We're a cop, huh?
Yeah. But we're a shitty cop, so...
Okay, so... If we can pick 3, like, at level 1... I feel like rhetoric and drama are must-haves for intellect.
I also feel like I remember conceptualization a lot in the early game.
Well,
Again.
we're a drama kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're a drama kid. Okay, how do I add?
Set signature, maybe?
Oh, okay, we can only pick one.
That opens up a lot more of options then.
Oh god, okay, we can only pick one from all of these options.
Yeah, no, that would make the game very broken. Also, Fuzzy, you know to do the thing with the thing.
I don't.
Right.
Well, you can have to be more specific than that.
To stream using Discord. To stream the game.
Yeah, we figured it out.
We did.
Okay.
Yes, we did in fact do the thing.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Just want to make sure before you continue.
Yeah, no, we figured it out.
So,
I love this game so much.
Empathy, like, this is just torturous. I have no idea what this is like.
Struggling.
I like the idea of suggestion.
I will say, there's no bad answer in my mind.
Oh god, there's a drugs option.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the
Actually, no, that's the right answer. I'm sorry.
well, yes. The
Remember,
harder
kids,
daddy
always
option.
do drugs.
Wait a second. Which of these is the harder daddy option?
Pain threshold.
Yeah.
Then what's endurance?
Endurance, you still feel the pain, you can just take more of it. Pain threshold, you don't feel the pain, but you still take the same.
Hand-eye coordination is for when we want to prevent people from resisting arrest. If you know what
That's
I'm
always.
saying.
I mean, always, but you know,
Mhm.
just remember, you're a good cop.
Well, that that has yet to be seen.
So, have either of you played this game before?
I'm totally blind.
I have watched Lanny and Kaiser play it to certain points and then stop.
Okay. Arguably,
Okay.
this is one of my favorite like CRPGs. It's an excellent time. You're in for a treat. Honestly.
Look, I kind of just want to be either the rhetoric guy or the drama guy.
All very valid.
I say rhetoric guy.
All right, let's go.
Oh, Fuzzy, I've been playing FF14. It somehow made me cry.
No, it does that. It's like it's a Final Fantasy game before it's an MMO. Sadly,
Yeah,
I have
it's
developed
weird.
a bit of an obsession that I'm not going to mention on stream. But I'll talk to you guys about it afterwards, but it's been preventing my enjoyment of FF14. But yes, we'll definitely talk about that in the future.
I mean, I just got to a point. It's a character beat involving Urianger.
So the thing is, I have not even played Shadowbringers, let alone Endwalker.
Okay.
So
Well, there's a plot beat involving Urianger that like just fucking wrecked my face. And I wasn't even expecting it. I was like, oh, this is... I saw it coming. I was like, okay, cool. Why am I crying?
Yeah, no, it does.
I know what you're doing.
Sometimes it sneaks up on you like that. Like, it sneaks
Yeah,
up on
like,
you even when you know it's coming.
Yeah, it's like, I know what you're doing to me. Why is this happening?
Okay.
I'm mad this is happening.
So, we are going to be the most average rhetorical cop in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we, Mill?
Yes. Let's go. God damn it, I read that as the furries are at home.
I mean, the furries are at home in the mirror.
You want to know what the problem is? I'm listening to a podcast discussing Homestuck at the moment.
Oh god.
Like doing a literary analysis of Homestuck.
Are there furries in Homestuck?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, mostly mockery, but like it's in there.
See, I feel like we as a society should be past the point of mocking furries.
Well, Homestuck came out when furries were more openly mocked.
True,
and prior
but,
to the acceptance.
Ah yes, the good old, it was a different time.
It really was, and like this was the earliest days of the internet too, like in that way.
There is nothing.
Because Homestuck started coming out like
Only
2006.
warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I love this voice so much.
I don't like the accent as much.
That's fair.
Ever. Never, ever.
I feel like we should simply keep on
Yeah,
non-existing.
I'm with you. Right?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just here to
An
laugh.
inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Oh no. Oh, main character, why you do this?
He's a cop. Again, he's a good cop. He's married to the job.
Wait, does that mean he's divorced the job, or like, what is the ex-wife the job, or a
You'll
gross
find out.
person? Okay, so Mill, I feel like this is great.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
When did he turn into Keith Richards?
I'm actually more Austin. The baby really is very Austin Powers.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, like I have a natural affinity to Austin Powers because Mike Myers is Canadian.
Every time someone says Mike Myers, I just think of
Smooth passage.
Friday
Alonzi.
Halloween
See,
is a fun.
I don't like Alonzi because that's something Cammy says in Street Fighter V, and
It's also a Doctor Who thing.
I was gonna say it's also what David Tennant says in Doctor Who, so.
that's probably where the reference is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is a very... There's a lot to unpack with the option 2.
So let's not unpack it and just go with Alonzi.
Right. Nothing down to fuck all borough.
Hey now, there's no reason to swear.
I'm gonna laugh.
So... This is the first decision where I'm actually torn, Mill.
What are you torn between?
1 and 2.
Or is it all of them? 1 and 2. I'd say 2.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
At some point, we do have to leave the void, otherwise the game will just not get started.
Then the game should make me then.
Okay, we can keep picking the void option then.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this?
Ha! It's
Somewhere
forcing
in the
us.
sore, bloated man meet around you.
I think there is a way to kill yourself in this.
Sensation.
It probably is.
Also, we are surrounded by man meat. Insert George Takei Oh My here.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Please, I don't want this sensation anymore.
Go for it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Oh, good. Your limbic system woke up.
Yeah.
God damn it, limbic system. Why do you always have to ruin the party?
I'd say 1.
Fiery streak penetrates your skull.
God damn it,
trying
we
to force
failed
your
the
eyes
game.
open. It's a sign.
GG, guys. Game over. We weren't able to die in the endless void. God, you know what? I'm gonna, like, come back to this in my off time and see if I can successfully die in the endless void.
I think I was able to.
Alright, fine. Let's open our freaking Oh, that's a position.
Yeah.
For a second there, the textures were melded enough that I was worried we'd have to... Oh, that's a bulge and a half, huh?
Yep. Yeah, this game is not shy.
Be glad that we're wearing underwear.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. How many skill points do we have? 0. Right. How do we press buttons? No? Why can't you not scroll through? Oh, I don't have any of these yet. Why can I not use my hands? Alright. Clearly,
We should probably.
pants should be our last priority. It's like the lowest. We can even go outside if we want.
I'm not sure that we should. Because, like, you know, we've probably already caused enough trouble. We should at least try and look a little bit respectable and not like a, guy in his underwear stumbling around.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh my, shall we see how badly we fail this check?
We got a 58% chance of success. I'm willing to take those odds.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Oh,
We might not have been able to die in the void, but we might die now.
This is bad.
Oh,
Feels
wow.
like sharp stones grinding in your chest.
I did
and
not
keeping you
expect
from
that. Let's see
moving
if we can continue trying to kill ourselves.
for quite a long time.
So we had a heart attack trying to grab our tie. That really
Yeah.
sets the tone for this game,
Still
huh?
ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying.
See, I like this voice better. The ceiling fan sounds much better than the primordial lizard brain.
Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Welp.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
See, I wish we would have thought of that sooner.
We're clearly not in a position to be thinking right
Terrible
now.
mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it
Your
on.
eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Well, whatever.
Probably a bad idea.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Hooray!
Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Well, that's nice.
I wonder if that's why it was on the fan.
Oh, that's dark. I love it. Right. Well, that's all our clothing needs taken care of. Why would you leave the tap on like this?
Sweet liqueurs.
Oh, fancy, are we? What is that, a shirt? We don't need that.
Yeah. We need a shirt. Put the shirt on.
Oh, you can walk with the WASD. Hang on, there's other interactables.
Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red.
See, I don't like that terminology because that makes me think of other things to do with a bottle.
I wonder who tore out the tape.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Oh, we have a good chance to assess the damage here.
Let's assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Yeah, that sounds like something we'd do.
Yeah.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did
More
this
likely
thing?
a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
I feel
That's
like
the size.
this is our hungover cop brain. I like
Yeah.
to... Yeah.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy
Ball.
and larger than your fist.
I believe it to be ball. Mill? What are your thoughts, Detective Officer Mill Constable?
I'm gonna say a bottle.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which,
Oh.
coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I don't
We should
need
probably-
it. I like option 3. I really do.
I know, but I feel like we should, maybe have shoes.
We have one shoe. It's fine. Besides, we can still get it later. We can still pick the option and get it later.
I guess.
The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
Okay, fine,
we-
Mill. If you want clothes so badly, we'll put on some clothes.
I just think that after what we most likely did last night, that our reputation is going to be bad enough. And we don't need to,
Okay.
we need a key.
We can put our shoe on. Oh, what's this? Oh, we can look in the mirror and remind
A
ourselves what we
mirror
look
hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Oh God, Mill, we're having masculine discharges. I don't think that's healthy.
I certainly wouldn't want to be the room service who has to clean this up.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you
Scaramouche?
have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
So we don't know what we look like, huh?
Do we want to know what we look like? I have a feeling it's probably not going to be good.
I like the disbelief at the narrator.
Yeah.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night
I'm
of
sorry,
drinking.
blood alcohol?
It was a deluge of world-ending
Oh,
I
proportions.
assume it means the fact that our alcohol is probably about good 50%. Our
So-
blood is about 50% alcohol right now.
So, yeah, what I was thinking was this is a world where people drink alcohol made out of blood, and, like, the twist is we're all vampires.
Nope.
We can choose not to.
We can.
Do you want to?
I feel like we've already taken enough of a hit just from trying to get the tie off the fan.
So back away, or...
Back away, yeah.
Oh, we can go back later if we want to do it. Oh, that door... We're locked inside, so we need to actually find the key somehow. Where is the key, then?
Maybe it's in our trouser pocket.
You're really fixated on these pants, huh, man?
I don't want to watch him walk around in his tiny whitey. Especially considering they are very tight, but not very wide.
Look at the little bulge. Fine, you win. Oh, you know what? I'm putting on the pants last as an act of protest.
Fine.
We should also probably look at ourselves in the mirror. God damn it.
A mirror hangs
I mean,
as you slowly
we don't have to
reach
do
your
that
hand
because I fear
towards
we'll
the
take
surface
mental
of the
damage.
wall. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
That's very rude of you, Mirror.
What's wrong with it?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Should we touch our nose or touch our tongue?
Touch our nose.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
We might as well start the game with a disadvantage and, like, be on 1 damage each. Mill?
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You have no idea.
We are
who
not a
this
pretty
thing
man.
is, do you?
It's a face only a mother could love.
I'm not even sure a mother would love that face.
He's like, hi, comrade.
I my eyes are immediately drawn to option 1
Yeah.
to avoid looking at the face.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
This
I
game
think-
is not kind to you,
This
but it's
mirror is
hilarious.
very sassy.
I
Yeah.
love it. It's great.
I'm not making it, the face is making it.
I like
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring
No.
yourself. You
No.
can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I like just superstardom.
Go for it.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I like option 2. I feel like this wouldn't be there if we
Yeah.
hadn't failed the check.
Go for it.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Look.
I don't see how that would do us any harm.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
You know what? Let's try the drugs option. We might roll. It's only a 3% chance. We've won gotchas better than that.
Have you?
I don't do gotchas, but I feel like Mill? Have you?
I mean, yes.
Okay,
but
well,
it
there you
took-
go. Mill's our scapegoat.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Hey, that's not a definitive no, then.
Yeah.
Let's go for now and, like...
Let's go put the pants on.
You know,
Oh, I see you almost died getting the tie down.
Yeah, we did.
God damn it, man.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
I
It
told
says,
you.
whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
I suppose you want us to go find that other shoe now, don't you?
Well, I mean, we can.
The window stands broken. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
I think we should be able to. Also, hang on. I just had an idea.
You were gonna try and take the pants off.
Ha ha! We have the keys now. We can be naked. But for the sake of our viewers, I will not. Okay, whoa. These have stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, so we have stronger drugs because of the pants. I don't know how to feel about that. But we're less dexterous.
Fuzzy, look at the pants and tell me that those aren't the pants of someone who does all of the drugs. You can't tell me that.
You have a point. I'm trying very
A
hard
mirror
not to look in the
hangs on the
corner.
bathroom wall. In it,
Aw.
I love his face.
It's locked for now. I thought with the stat boosts we could like. This door is still locked, huh?
I mean, I love his mutton chop mustache.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
There doesn't seem to be anything else interactable in here, so let's go.
You could turn the fan on again, I think.
Should probably air this out. I'm glad smell-o-vision hasn't been invented yet.
the
Yeah.
fan stands. The switch must be broken because nothing
Oh.
happens. The air in
We
the
broke
room
the fan.
is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Why?
Because the game hates you.
I mean, one plus for getting dressed is that the more put together we look, the less likely it is people will tie it to us.
Oh well, don't mind if I do. Who doesn't like free money? Oh, it's the balcony entrance, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a long loading screen. Aha!
Hey, a shoe!
There they
Hooray,
both
we've had
are.
both shoes.
Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Reunited and it feels so good. Does anyone know the rest of the lyrics to that song? Because that's the only. It's like that for a lot of songs. I know the tune and one line, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think I
Like
can
two
remember
baby
anymore.
crocodiles.
Nope. Can't help you.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Oh, so we could have afforded to take some sanity damage.
Yeah.
I was going to refer to it as sanity instead of morale because that's. Let's be real. It's sanity.
Yeah. This is not the sanest man in the world.
What stat bonuses we get from the shoes? We are like, why does all of our gear make us less dexterous? I can
Have you
understand
worn-
why the shirt makes us less suggestive, but why does our shoes make us less dexterous?
I assume because there's very little grip.
Also, aren't they like
It's
your alligator skin?
They're snake skin.
Yeah, that's why.
Bullet. We have bullets. I don't like that the default icon is a grabby hand. It's very uncomfortable. Oh no. Let's... Mel?
Yeah.
Hello, officer.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Talk to her.
Hang on. I have an idea.
Oh no.
Look, the shirt makes our social... Oh, 'cause it smells bad.
Yeah.
Okay, there's explanations for... Oh, because they're high-heeled, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes, let's take off the shirt when talking to her. Right? Just so we have, like, no minuses to our social skills. It's a fashion statement!
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Man, the art style of this game doesn't make anyone look good, huh?
Yeah.
Because everyone's a piece of shit.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer, huh?
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Yeah, cigarettes will do that to you.
And she's a disco dancer, so that's also not helping things.
No.
So we've forgotten that we're a cop, is what I'm getting
Yes.
from this. Okay.
I mean, in fairness, what cop wakes up nearly naked in a trashed hotel room?
All of them?
Yeah, no, Mill, that's really not a smart question.
Okay, in the public's perception, what cop wakes up in almost naked in a
I
trashed
mean, in the
hotel
year
room?
2022, decent chunk.
But this isn't the year 2022; it's the year 51.
That's a very good point.
Something 51.
So should we continue posturing?
Yes.
This face is the man of a face that likes to posture. What was that sentence? Can someone explain to me
It was
what I
not
trying
one
to
that
say?
was English, I think.
I just realized
it is-
something. Guys. I have to turn my mic down, first of all. Because I was peeking into the reds quite frequently. But I just realized something.
Yes.
I can move my mic in front of the left corner so I don't have to look at the face.
Oh, nice.
I've covered the face. I'm good. My sanity meter is no longer taking damage.
But yeah, that's the face of a man with a lot of confidence.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
I like where this dialogue path is headed.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
Do we have amnesia? How much did we drink?
Enough.
Did we have permanent brain damage, don't we?
You drank so hard, your reptile brain woke up. Your limbic system shut down. I am shocked you're alive.
I mean,
And this
given
is
the
why you
positioning of
shouldn't-
the tie, I'm pretty sure we're also shocked we're alive.
And this is why you shouldn't drink, kids.
Yeah, we have 2 teetotals here in this chat.
Oh yeah, that's right. You both are dry.
Yep.
Completely.
Whiskey's great, children.
Again, this is a Christian stream. It's fine. We don't talk about that here.
Is Commodore Red a whiskey?
I don't know that one. That's not what I write.
I feel like it's made up and it's probably rum. Right? Like military
Probably, yeah.
tends to... Because, rum and the sailors and pirates and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Neither of us drink, so we don't know alcohol.
That's not one I'm recognized, but I drink a lot of bourbons.
I mean,
You've
red
been
rum
here
is
for 3
murder.
days. On official police business, no less.
What is her accent? I can't place it.
Vaguely European.
Yeah,
Couldn't
maybe
say.
somewhere in the Dutch
In
region.
truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Oh no! Oh no!
Please no.
Oh
Please
god, we
no.
have to though.
No, we don't.
We have to. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna. Can I quick save? Let's see if we can. Oh my god, we.
Yeah, we can't.
Doesn't let us save, scum. We have to though.
No, we don't have to.
Look in
We do
your
not-
heart, Mill. You know
We
it to
do
be
not-
true. We took off our shirt for this, Mill.
No, we are not subjecting this poor woman to this face.
But it's, like, we've been here for 3 days. God knows what we did while we were on our bender. We might as well give it a shot. Who knows? This might not even be the first time.
More importantly, what caused you to go on the bender?
Oh, that doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Maybe we've already hit on her and she rejected us, and that's what sent us on the bender. Do you really want to spend another 3 days?
Yes, I want to go back to the Void and talk to Mr. Ancient Lizard Brain. Shall we flip a coin?
No.
Again, flip a coin so that it's impartial.
Okay. Heads or tails?
Mill, you pick.
Heads.
Heads.
God damn it. Okay, fine.
You can do it on your own playthrough, Fuzzy.
Okay. Can we at least pick two?
Yes.
Who in... Like, seriously.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I love this game so much.
This... Are we sure this game was made in, like, 2018? This seems like a very 2020...
This game was made by communists.
That is a fair point.
Like, a bunch of, like the original voice actors were communists. Like, were, like, communist YouTubers and the like.
Oh, my... Biscuit. Put that down. Biscuit.
Biscuit.
I have... please, excuse me for a moment. I must, speak to this dog.
Fuzzy, the dog whisperer.
Biscuit? What's going on? Are you not...
Eat the pillows, Biscuit. Eat the pillows.
You must, earn your keep as our designated office dog. Stop that! That pillow is not for you. Don't.
Yes, eat the pillows.
Let's go.
Eat the pillows. So I've been watching, or I keep watching the the Ace Attorney animations with dubs.
Yeah.
I've now watched the Godot one.
Oh yeah. What do you think?
Poor Phoenix.
I love you were like, oh, the abused Phoenix get just like is terrible, and I'm like, yep.
Well,
Just wait.
so yeah, why do we not remember anything? Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Oh,
Pick
we're
it.
back. Okay.
I was busy telling Biscuit to eat the pillows.
Look, she'll get indigestion. Don't make my dog harm herself. Okay.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Oh, she has a point.
Yeah.
Does she though?
Well, since we're not going to use the expression, we should get going now.
We should.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
I
I
wish.
wonder why.
I wish you could be
Something
like,
stirs
I
in
don't
her.
like
She's
me.
about
I
to
don't
go.
like me either.
Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's
Okay,
like
that's
you've
not
said
the need I
words a
thought it was
million
going to be.
times
That's good.
before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Some questions? Shall we
Go for it.
ask them the questions?
Yes.
I like option 4.
Go for it. I'm fairly
There
sure we
was
can
the
pick all
usual
of these.
ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music, you say?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Why is it not
That is a-
narrating anymore? It's too
That
quiet.
is a pretty, yeah, that is a pretty cool band name, though.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Number 2 is the correct answer, I feel like, in so
Yeah.
many ways.
I'm not saying anything.
I
Go
mean,
for it.
you saw the bulge. That was not a passive bulge, if you know what I'm saying.
Is it
Jesse-
ever a passive bulge?
As Jesse, aka Nowakin, can attest, a bulge doesn't mean hard.
But, like...
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
So, Mel?
Yeah, we can pick number 1.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
And
What else?
also-
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I really like option 2 as well. When you say wounded, do you mean that in like a cool way, like some sort of wild beast, perhaps having some masculine discharges?
Again, go for it.
Yes. It was very cool.
No need to be sassy, Miss Orange Disco Dancer.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Now's on a success.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure? Okay. I want to be serious, but the game just gives me so many, just gives us so many good dialogue options,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it gives you so many options to just play this as an absolutely terrible person.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
I'm torn between 2 and 3.
Number 2, I don't think we'd be proud of this.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard. but it
Wait,
was
so when
sort
we
of
were talking to
memorable.
the Mr. Ancient Lizard Brain and the limbic system, we were saying it out loud?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I went out afterwards.
Of course, obviously. Why would you
Everything
think
was
it?
quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
And that was just one dialogue option.
Yeah.
This game is, it's like reading a book game.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's fine.
The dock workers.
Yeah,
are
no,
pretty
this game's
cocky.
great. I love it.
They think they're police enough.
I love
At
this
least
game.
here on the coast. I
Easily
can't
one
say
of
about the
my
rest of the city.
favorites.
I can see why.
You're in a hostel, sir.
I've enjoyed it every time I've like seen it played, and I've always been disappointed when the person has not actually continued on.
You have to be in such a mood though, I feel, to play this.
Yes, definitely.
That is my only thing about this game, is like you just have to be in a mood.
I like that this is where this line of questioning is going.
Yeah.
Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
I have no idea what that is.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
She seems like a comrade, so should we go Revachol forever?
Yeah,
Yes.
just remember, it was a failed revolution.
I mean, look at us. That's clearly something failure is clearly something we have experience with.
I mean, obviously, but
Forever and ever.
amen.
And ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
That would explain the bulge.
You were really on that bulge kick.
Look, it was the first thing we saw. It's like a baby bird.
Thankfully, 720p means I didn't see it as clearly.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm playing this in 4K. It
Oh,
was
wow, yeah.
very clear. Uncomfortably clear.
I don't think this game was meant for that.
Yeah.
It's 51.
That's also what I've been wondering about. What century is this?
The current century?
To be fair, if you ask
Centuries
someone,
don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Huh?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
I've got to give Miss Orange Disco Dancer credit. She's been exceptionally patient with us.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
You've
now,
been-
in hindsight, glad we didn't subject her to the expression.
Especially the shirtless expression.
Look, the shirtless expression actually makes our chances higher.
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Wow, way to be a joy buzz there, Missy.
Yep, and ending on a down note.
Glad to have been of assistance.
I feel like that's gonna be a theme in this game.
yeah, no shit.
Oh no. Are
You
we-
should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Come on, surely we have more standards than that.
The
No,
what
you don't.
now?
What are standards?
I
No.
feel like the what now is a more appropriate reaction. Yes? No?
I mean, we could also ask if we're a smoker.
Yeah, but that's like less funny. And also, look at us. We had a heart attack trying to grab a tie.
Of course
Fair
you
enough.
smoke.
Fair enough, yeah.
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes.
Nah. Nah?
Up to you.
Nah.
Again, ask... Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't think we could go back anyway.
You know what? Hang on.
The door is closed.
I'm fairly sure that's the room our dancer friend went into.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
So should we knock or not? We can always load. I just want to see what happens if we knock.
Alright, go for it.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
And that was on a success. Number 3 is incel. Number 2 is also incel. Number 1 is very in character.
Sad.
So it's between 1 and 4. 4 is like fits the theme of repression, but 1 speaks to me on a spiritual level.
We can go with 1.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Do we take this to its logical conclusion?
No, we should leave. She was very nice in humoring us.
Okay, what else is interactable?
If someone came up to you and started asking you what the year was, and how
what,
many
not just
years
what the
of-
year was, but what the century was.
Yeah. You'd be like, all right, Grandpa, let's get you back to the asylum.
Also, you know, what the person did for a job.
And, you know, just generally who they were.
Yeah.
Oh. Do we just, like, legit have amnesia?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought this was just an extended joke.
Nope.
Oh god, there's a clock system and day-night cycle.
Yep.
What is this, some sort of living, breathing world?
Uh-huh. Maybe. The soundtrack in this game is also excellent.
It is a good soundtrack.
Can we go up on... Oh god. Can we? No.
We can sing on stage at some point, yeah. I know that much. You just gotta find something, I think.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
I like answer number 4. What do you think? What are your thoughts, Mill? All of these answers are kind of fun.
Yeah, let's go for 4, because that fits the sad stack we've been going for.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
I do like this answer. This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
I mean, go for it.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Mill?
2.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like flipping a coin on this one, but, like, this is the first time Gen has made a choice, so let's
Yeah, let's go 2.
respect
No,
that.
don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
You're being very I'm 14 and this is deep, Inland
You would
Empire.
need another copy of the tape first, though.
It's
The
your
one
limbic
upstairs
system.
is
Of course it's
destroyed.
14. I love being a dick. It's great.
Well, we need to find a tape of a sad song, though, so that's not happening at the moment.
Yep.
Does this man have a bird just on his counter?
A man
Oh,
in his
think
late
they're
20s
birds?
stands behind the counter, inspecting
Stuffed
a
animal.
stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
I like the idea of just staring at the stuffed bird with him.
Yep, stare at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall.
Oh, we did that, didn't we?
Oh, certainly.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
I feel like if we ask what happened with the bird, that's just going to make him even more upset.
Yeah, almost certainly.
So number 2 makes us at least somewhat contrite.
Yeah.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you
We
go
have a
and
buddy?
talk to him, okay?
I didn't know anyone was capable of standing our presence.
Or positive interaction with us.
I feel like 2 is the bad cop option. I don't think we've quite hit those levels yet.
No.
Yeah, stick with 1.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
I like this guy, even though he hates us. But he's probably
Yeah.
also a terrible person.
I mean, everyone's a terrible person if you think about it.
Could the massive
Considering the
property
fact that
damage
he's
on
working at the
stairs
front
have
desk for
anything
the
to do with
hotel
this?
whose room we trashed, I can't blame his frustration.
So do we want to be oblivious, or do we want to at least have some self-awareness?
Hmm. 1, that fits the
Yes,
blind
you
confidence
are
we've also
a
been going
real
for.
decorated hero. What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, we're going for a sad himbo, aren't we?
Yes.
We are building our character as just a very depressed, old, tired himbo.
100%, yeah.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
That
No,
can't be
I haven't
true.
seen you around. I'm not always here.
Why not? Aren't you the
No,
bartender?
I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference? Or should
I'll
we
be
just...
right back. I need to go take my laundry out of the wash.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 fits better with the him. These are both himbo options, I feel like. But I feel like 2 might cut off future conversation topics. What do you think, Mil?
I think it's a case of which one is more dickish. I feel like 2 is less dickish in that it can be construed as like innocent.
That's a good point.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a
Oh, we can do
bartender,
both.
okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Do we want to do both?
I feel like there's XP behind the conversation options.
Fair enough, go for it.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Is Sylvie perhaps Miss Orange Disco Dancer?
She just, you know.
No.
Well,
Well, we can't ask any questions, so.
so I sense that this man standing at the door is... Oh? Drugs!
Oh no.
Drugs? Aw. Well, we're not gonna... Let's not heal ourselves immediately.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
Oh god, it's Monday. No wonder we're dying. Let's not
I
go
wonder
into
we
the
had
kitchen
the-
just yet.
Yeah, probably if we're able to. I have a feeling Garth probably won't let us.
Oh, so this is who we're supposed to talk to. So let's not talk to that person. Oh, god damn it, the pinball machine is unplugged.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetie.
Huh. The cryptozoologist's wife.
Yeah, it's a fairly lengthy title.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, so you refuse to speak to us. Great. Just great.
At least until we've talked to our colleague.
Oh, we can go in the kitchen first.
Let's talk to our friend, just so we can keep
Well,
moving
I feel
along.
like friend is probably a strong word.
Companion.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I feel like we should have taken our shirt off for this conversation.
Shake his hand.
Well, yeah, but like...
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant,
Hi, Kim.
Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh,
This
God.
is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
We do have a 58% chance of succeeding.
I mean, the last 58% chance nearly killed us, so...
So that's even more of a reason to go for it.
Concentration
Aha!
makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I really like the idea of it is not yet time, but I feel like we'd be mean for no reason, so I feel like we should just be honest at this point.
We should.
Yes, Gen?
You've met Kim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kim is great. Love
We're just
Kim.
we're just deciding whether we should be honest about our name situation.
Never be mean to Kim.
Yeah.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Yeah, we should be straight with Kim.
We really should, yeah.
Unless you know, he has inclinations otherwise. Because clearly we swing both ways. Clearly.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
This is a more difficult choice.
Again, we shouldn't lie to Kim, especially
At the
considering the
57th,
state we're
we
in.
like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Yes, let's go
Okay,
with that.
we'll have time for that
Yeah.
after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Oh dear.
We don't like dead bodies. We don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
See, we don't know the answer to this question, so we should just ask.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like it's a safe assumption to say no.
So,
I
the
know
body is still
I know it
in
hurts
the
to have
tree.
Kim disappointed in us, but
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it
I mean,
has
to be
been
fair,
hanging
I
for
would too.
7 days straight.
yes.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I feel like we just need to be straight and clarify
Yeah.
the situation.
I can see
Do
you
it.
drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
I'm sorry, really? Can you
It's-
introduce us to them just so we can have a little self-confidence boost?
Also, Jesus Christ, worse? We woke up a reptile brain. How is there a worse?
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Look, man, how
I was
how are
sent
you...
here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Ha! So would this have gone different? I knew it. We should have come down here naked.
I mean, if you really want to, I'm fairly sure we quick saved not long ago. Certainly
I
before we
suppose you
started
could be
talking to Kim.
impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Ah, we have white rectangles on our
Yes.
sleeves.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge?
I really, really like answer 2, but I feel like I'm torn. This is the most torn I've been thus far.
Again, I don't want to lie to Kim.
He's just such a good being. He's just really good at his job.
But I like the idea of him saying, I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. Just very stiff, but yes, okay, fine. Let's be honest.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing.
Again, it's a
I would
case of
advise you to locate it as quickly as
it's
possible.
a case of the
But
more
getting the body
the
down
more Kim
should
knows,
still
the more,
take precedence.
help us bluff our way out of it.
Yeah, because you're not good at it. He is.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
I mean...
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What
No,
remains
but,
is
like,
that there
we-
is a
I
dead body
genuinely-
in the tree. Someone has to figure out who
No,
put
no,
it there.
Kim, you
If
don't
we
understand.
don't, no one else will.
No, but I'm not sure that I am, in fact.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket has folded up his newspaper and is now tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's been waiting for quite some time.
Why did the narration...
After you, officer.
No.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes?
Yeah, I really...
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Yes, no. I really feel like we should make things as clear as possible to Kim.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
No, but yeah, that's the thing, is like, I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Like, it's a case of, even when we're telling the truth, we're kind of just like,
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
I feel like we just call this a medical situation and move on.
Yeah.
Really? You look fine to me.
Really?
Do I? Do I really?
Kim,
This
do you need to
psychodrama
like
and become
go to
of an
go to an
officer.
optician and get your eyes checked?
Maybe those glasses are not decorative.
Then
I feel like you
consider
should get his
seeking
prescription
medical
checked
attention.
then.
You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I feel like we should, start talking to other people. We are nearly an hour and a half into the stream.
Yeah, but that's the point of this game, isn't it? Well, we should at least talk about the case.
Right.
We have no idea what murder we're investigating.
I mean,
What do
I
you
do,
want to
but
know?
yes, you should.
Let's start with the less infuriating questions.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia. That's the best. though.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
I'm sorry, what now?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Alright
Was
then.
there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, I like number 4.
If you want to go for it, go for it.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Are you sure there's not some sort of sex angle we should be considering? People do always be horny.
Yeah.
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I almost believed him.
I mean, he really doesn't sound very different when he's being sarcastic.
I think that's the thing about
okay,
Kim.
which of these 4 answers is the most himbo? We can rule out number 1 entirely, and number 2 is a bit too
3.
simple.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Because it's not just dumb, but it's also
It's pushing
Still
the
keeping-
thing. Still
Still-
pushing the case forward. It's just a
Yeah.
dumb question.
it's not.
That's
It's also
cool.
not just like keeping
Was
to the
there
sex and
anything
murder.
else?
It's also mixed cult and occult.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even.
Well, I'm glad we have that.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
There's like a lot of sexual tension here, but it's entirely one-sided.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you?
Yep, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Well, that seems irresponsible.
4 days. Seems like a very long time for a corpse to be hanging.
I'm surprised that, like, the decay hasn't just caused the head to rip off.
Yeah.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Who was the caller?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by my dog coming back into my room.
That's fine.
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Haha! There is sex involved! Really? You're not gonna follow up on that? Either of you?
No, I snorted.
There's a
snorted
strong
even if it
prejudice
wasn't that
against
audible.
involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
So, let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
Yes.
That's right.
I feel like we can stop bothering Kim for now.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, you know what? We can increase our skill points so that we can convince him there's a sexy dark twist later.
I go for it. I don't think it'll do much good, but at least you're not propositioning random women.
We could potentially proposition Kim, maybe. But hang on. I have to at least try. I've quick saved and everything.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Well, that's just
One
wrong.
you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Well, that's just great.
Sad. Yeah.
So, should we talk to Garth first, or what?
Yeah.
I feel like we should probably see the body before, like...
I don't even know where the body is. It's like...
Outside.
But, like, out which door?
I think it's that door.
Let me check the... Inspect victim's body. The back, wherever that is. Oh, we can sprint. Good. I feel like this is the place. Excuse me, child. Excuse me.
Kuno's got this.
That's a 12-year-old?
Yep.
So this is what late
I have
stage
no further
capitalism.
questions. That's a 12-year-old. No further
If
questions.
there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Look, you didn't have to say it outright.
Don't
He
feed
did.
him after midnight.
I feel like that train has sailed, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
I am worried about repeating that word because I am not convinced it's not some sort of slur.
Should we reveal that we're police? I feel like it's going to go badly.
Yeah, let's just...
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Okay, so he knows we're a pig. Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
I don't like electrochemistry very much. Juicy,
I
what
mean
now?
drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh! Oh,
Yep.
that changes things considerably.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The
Please
fuck
don't throw
does
the
Kuno
rake.
know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
That is the most himbo option, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Yeah, fair.
So what I love about this game is that is like either I'm fairly sure it's a Scouse accent, which is one of the British accents that does not get a lot of rep in media.
Why is he just, like, doing that?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
That's really not what we're saying at all.
I'm also glad that they like censored it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for the best.
I mean, the point is, they're not saying that the kids wouldn't say it. They're also saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't not
Yeah.
bleep that out. It's a slur.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids
That
are
was
using,
ominous.
pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Fair.
Alright.
They're
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Okay, yes, we should probably clarify who Kuno is, because I feel like it's more complicated than just a name.
Yeah.
Kuno is this kid.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Is it some sort of gang name? I feel like it might be.
But also, I feel like the himbo option would be number one.
Fine.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
This Kuno S, please stop being so horny all the time.
Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Huh. This escalated quickly.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I feel like we should just leave.
No, there's more here.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Okay, we put our pants on
Escalate,
specifically.
Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Okay, this one is very rational for a child on drugs.
Pigs it in, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Don't punch him. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Who put you up
know
to this?
what? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
I am starting to regret we don't have a gun. Yet.
This
Shouldn't we
way
have a
Kuno
gun as a police
establishes
officer?
dominance over you. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Okay, Kim. At least
listen to your friend.
Okay, fine. No one put you up to this.
The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass. No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
Don't punch him.
Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
I really like option 4.
Yeah.
It is the definitive.
That's the
himbo
himbo.
option.
That is the himbo option, yeah.
Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you... I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
I'm getting very season 1 DBZA energy from this dialogue. Right?
Yes.
You remember before they...
Yeah.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Okay.
This is also
Kuno's
just
character's
children
bitch.
being very
Ask the
weird.
questions,
Yeah.
but remember,
And possibly
this changes shit.
on drugs.
Yeah.
Click, click, click!
I mean, do you want to try?
It's too low. I feel like the answer is interesting, so we need a higher skill check for this.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Okay,
that's definitely a slur.
yeah, but like, why did they not censor that then?
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that
It also
means.
has umlauts,
The
so I'm
suspicious question
much more confused.
doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
One moment, please.
So I know I've been a bit quiet, but it's mostly because I'm very tired and I'm trying to keep myself awake.
Yep, same.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of... I feel like once this conversation is done, we can call it a day.
Well,
Yeah.
you should go see the body first, and then...
Actually, yeah, we can
where
check out the
Kuno
body
plays
and then
with his little wooden
we'll end.
choo-choo.
Like, just
you
do the
want with
body
it?
reveal and then go,
Yeah,
then
whatever.
go from there.
Kuno doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
I mean, we can retry it, so we might as well take the 3%, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky.
He's on your crime scene.
We did not get lucky.
Bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
I feel like 2 is the option that would speak to him more.
At the same time, I'm not sure, because we failed to check, if we actually have a successful option.
True.
But we can go for 2.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
Really, this is what's got you concerned. Of all of the things, this is what's
That
got
went
you
wrong.
concerned.
He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Well, because he started saying Kuno and then stopped. Like he couldn't finish the statement.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a decomposition right there.
Yep.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Ugh.
Yep, that's late stage. That's a week's worth of decomposition, all right.
You seem to be holding
That said,
your breath.
I've been watching so much Bones that I'm not really that bothered
A
about
cargo belt twists
decomposing
his neck
bodies.
at an unnatural
I've been a
angle.
biologist
The
for
body
my
below
entire life.
appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly
I mean, it would probably be worse
The
if it
smell
was
seeps
like
in
I thought it was
even
actually
through your
there, but
clenched
you know,
nostrils.
the worst part is always going to be the smell rather than actually the.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
It's in character to throw up, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe we'll
The smell
succeed.
is
Yeah, we did not
repulsive.
succeed.
It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
I feel like we should at least try and get away. Nope, we did not get away.
That went exactly as expected.
Yeah.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
Thank you.
The hangover is clearly making
Yeah.
this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get it?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
We have tasks.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Huh, that's kind
That
of...
sounded like the text, like Google's text-to-speech
Yeah.
assistant.
Because I'm pretty sure it was text-to-speech. What kind of herbs? But yes, I feel like this is where we can probably safely call it a day.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to talk to the female Kuno at the moment.
We don't, no. I don't think we'll get much out of them yet.
So...
Isn't this game fun?
It is a great game. It's just... It's dense.
It's very dense.
Yeah, like I said, you have to be in a mood for it.
It's not one you can get through quickly.
No, you have to like just kind of soldier through a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you everyone for joining us with for episode 1 of Disco Elysium. This actually seems like something that we can probably do on a somewhat regular basis, right? Since it's it feels much more.
Yeah.
It's much more easily like it's easy to pick up and play to a certain extent, but it's like not mechanically difficult, right? It's just more of a brain exercise.
Yeah, in terms of actually like having to do stuff, it's quite low key.
It's also not going. It doesn't hurt my computer either, so that's nice.
At some point, we will have to start Mass Effect 2.
At some point, yes. But
I mean,
that day is not today.
I mean, what we could do is like do it like 1 week is Mass Effect, the other week is Disco Elysium.
Just so you guys don't burn out.
Yeah.
On either or. Yeah, that sounds good. But yes, for the time being, thank you for joining us, everybody, and bye-bye.
See ya.
Now.